has been charged with a Class 1 felony and a few misdemeanors. No, I don't want to start streaming. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Tea Time Thoughts, the channel where we discuss thoughts and drink tea. Hey everybody, thank you so much for being so patient. I'm hoping now I'll be creating content much more frequently, now that I'm not dealing with the giant pain in the butt that I was dealing with for so long. I hope the problem is solved. And I do apologize, the last video was in really bad shape. It was very poorly formatted. Everything is going to be of much better quality in the future. But anyway, we're going to jump into it right now because we got some more bridezillas.
One bridesmaid did have to drop out, unfortunately. She dyed her hair and it really clashed with the bridesmaids' dresses. So, I mean, I guess it was a mutual decision to have her not be in the party anymore. But yeah, it just didn't go. So it was for the best. We're not really talking anymore.
Let's jump in, shall we? I, 17 female, bought a champagne-colored grad dress. I go to a small school, so high school, grad, and prom are the same night, same dance event. So this is a formal prom dress. A couple from my grade just got engaged. Wait, what? I go to a small high school, just got engaged. Okay, good luck with that. That's terrifying. No shade to anybody that got married at 18 or 19. I just know I couldn't do it. The problem is the bride-to-be is planning on wearing white to prom and asked that I get a new dress because mine is too bridal.
That you could.
Hell no, and would take attention away from her. I told her no, and she and her friends are being really mean and hostile toward me. Am I the butthole? It would be timely and costly to sell mine and buy a new dress, and I really love the one I bought. There's a really disturbing trend that I've noticed with weddings. So it used to be that day was your special day. Then it was like, well, okay, there's a period of a week where we've got parties and we've got rehearsals and we've got all this stuff going on centered around the wedding. So then it became like, this is your week. And now I'm seeing these kinds of bridezillas all over the place. The attitude has suddenly become, no, the entire year belongs to me. Every single event. You can't upstage me. It doesn't matter what the event is. We could be going to an escape room. We could be going to a haunted house on Halloween. I don't know why this theme of Halloweeny stuff, scary stuff. Okay, we could be going horseback riding. We could be going to someone else's wedding.
You're not going to say my son has flaws.
We can
leave.
Perfect.
No, I don't have to leave. That dress you're wearing, we've paid for.
Let's calm down.
You're not going to ruin my day. You are not going to say my son has flaws.
I still have to be the center of attention. You cannot outshine me, no matter what, for at least a 1 year buffer around my wedding. What the hell? No, you're not the butthole. Do not return your dress. Do not sell your dress. Do not get another dress. This girl and her friends are completely insane. I, 24, female, and my husband, 24, male, have 3 dogs. 2 corgis and a Pomeranian. I rescued them from a puppy mill that was shut down about 6 months ago. They were all in horrible condition and had numerous medical issues. Oh, poor doggos. They're very friendly dogs and have adjusted to their new lives extremely well. My now sister-in-law, Amy, has met them a few times before the events occurred. Amy said she wanted them to be her ring bearer and flower girl for her wedding. No shade. Amy and I don't get along at all. She has said numerous hurtful and cruel things about me to my family, and really anybody who will listen. I'm not even invited to the wedding, as I would ruin the vibe? What does that mean, ruin the vibe? It sounds like maybe Amy could be a little jealous of you. I don't know. I always fall back on jealousy because why else would you be this catty? Don't show up at my wedding, you'll ruin the vibe. Meaning, don't show up at my wedding because you make me self-conscious. Like, that's what I think the vibe is. The vibe is my special day. It is her special day, but still, she just sounds insufferable. I told her she would not be using my dogs for her wedding for multiple reasons, including me not being invited. Yeah. And they were all having surgery a few days prior. Oh yeah, no, they're not going to the wedding. They were all getting spayed as well as dental work. She wasn't happy about being told no. Oh no. Unless you're okay with those dogs wearing like cones during the wedding, you can't have them after being spayed or neutered. They'll just rip their stitches out. Yeah, no, those dogs aren't going to any wedding. Now, to the event that happened a couple of weeks ago. All of my dogs had their surgeries on a Thursday. The wedding was on Sunday in the evening. My husband and I left the house to go run some errands Sunday morning, and the dogs were home asleep. I got a notification on my phone about motion at my back door. Stop it right now! I check it, and it is Amy. opening the door and walking into the house. Just break and enter. I want dogs. You won't give me dogs. Therefore, I will break in and take dogs. What? I started panicking and telling my husband we need to leave now and get back to the house. Yup. I show him the video and he agrees. I start calling my brother and demanding for him to get his wife out of my house, and if she leaves with my dogs, I will call the police. He hung up on me. I got home and all of my dogs are gone. Oh my God, that'd be so terrifying. I want to cuddle a kitty right now. I would be beside myself. Yeah, I'd call the police. And their cones were left in their crates. I called the police for theft and breaking and entering. See, my thinking is it's not even theft. It's not. If I ran the world, this would not be theft. This would be straight up kidnapping, dog napping, criminal napping. The police arrived and I showed them the video of her getting into our house and leaving with the dogs. I told them where her venue was as I'd seen a copy in the invitation. Oh, she's classy. She invited your husband, but not you. Yeah, she's definitely got a problem with you that goes beyond vibes. And she's a thief to boot. Weirdo. The police made it to the venue and were able to locate all of my dogs. Yay, they saved the dogs. One had opened her stitches and was bleeding from the wound. I saw that coming. Oh my God, this is awful. My husband rushed her to an emergency vet to get the stitches closed. Amy was arrested in the middle of getting ready for her wedding and has been charged with a class 1 felony and a few misdemeanors. Excellent. Now everybody is saying I ruined the wedding and I overreacted to the entire situation. I am also being told that I need to pay them back for the wedding since it never happened. Hold on, let me get this straight. She breaks into your house. She criminally naps your pets. That's what we're calling it. I refuse to call it theft. She's a kidnapper. And as a result of her criminal activity and her tricks, she feels like she's entitled to have the person that she committed the crimes against, the victim, pay her compensation. Okay. I am refusing to pay anybody back nor drop the charges. Do not, because if she's this entitled that she thinks it's okay for her to break into your house and kidnap your pets, she's going to do this kind of thing again. Absolutely do not drop the charges. And if she retaliates once all this is over, have her charged again. The woman's a criminal. Do not back down. Never comply. I, 33 female, have a younger sister, Jamie, 31 female, who got engaged to her fiance a few months ago, and now she's deep into wedding planning. Yay, congratulations. Exciting. Our parents gifted us $25,000 each as a wedding present when we got engaged to help with wedding expenses and just to help us get started with some savings. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of these bitches. For background, I got married 2 years ago to my husband, and we practically had little to no expenses because we just did a small wedding ceremony celebration in my parents' backyard. I used my mom's old dress, so our only expenses were really just food and photography. Due to this, we saved $20,000 of the money we were gifted and just put it into our savings. I love it. This is exactly what I would do. If somebody handed me $25,000, the last thing I would spend it on would be a wedding. This was smart. Although my husband and I were happy with our day, Jamie had a lot to say. Oh, did she? She practically spent every little family event after the wedding gossiping about how my wedding was so trashy and cheap. I think she expected a lot more from me because I work as a software engineer and my husband is a surgeon. She's just jealous. I'm not jealous, remember. Just salty and feeling sorry for myself, but I'm not jealous. I bet your wedding was awesome. She's been asking me nonstop to give her the $20,000 as a wedding gift or help pay for another one of her events like the bridal shower, bachelorette, rehearsal dinner, or honeymoon. Her reasoning is that my husband and I could easily afford to gift her one of those things. Wait a second, she's done nothing but trash your nuptials since they occurred, and then she just turns around and is like, oh, by the way, give me 20 grand, please. I really need it. Not even please. You can afford it. Give it. And I even gifted my cousin a honeymoon vacation as a wedding gift last year, so why couldn't I do something similar for my only sibling when I did that for a cousin? I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that your cousin probably didn't spend the period between your wedding and now trashing your wedding and saying it was tacky. I'm gonna guess. OP sounds like a nice and generous person, and she also sounds like she's not a doormat, so good luck, Jamie. She's right in the sense that I could easily afford to pay for parts of her wedding, but in all honesty, I don't want to give her anything after she treated me so poorly following my own wedding. I told her my reasoning and that I don't want to financially support someone who didn't support me on my big day. And now she's been going around telling family that I'm extremely selfish and immature for this. Apparently, she's already put down deposits on a lot of services and vendors for her plans and just expected me to help pay for it. But now she has no way of paying the vendors and she can't get her deposits back.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
I love it. So now my family wants me to help her out so she doesn't lose the little money she already has. I don't see how this is my problem. I already have a pretty strong opinion as to who the butthole in this situation is. I feel like I've probably expressed it fairly accurately, but I have a question. I'm going to ask it. Weren't you both given $25,000? So you saved some of that money, but it sounds to me like Jamie's broke. Are you trying to tell us, OP, that she already blew through the 25 grand that your parents gave to her, and she's now coming to you and saying, give me yours too? And you said no. She called you immature. Wow. So a little background. My younger brother, 28 male, is getting married in a few months. Our family has always been close, and I've been financially successful. My brother and his fiance, 27 female, asked if I could help pay for their wedding, and I agreed because I love them both and I want them to have a great day. It's so sweet. My wife, 31 female, and I have been married for 5 years now. We've been trying for a baby for 3 years, but we recently found out that my wife is infertile. It's been very emotional and difficult time for us, but we're considering adoption or other options. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, OP. That's awful. I wish you the best of luck on your adoption journey or your surrogacy journey or whatever it is you choose to do. I'm sure you'll make great parents. I'm sure it'll work out for you, but I am sorry to hear that. That sucks. Here's where the issue comes in. My brother's fiance is very family oriented and has always dreamt of having a big family. I mean, great. I don't see how this is an issue. When she found out about my wife's infertility, she was initially sympathetic. However, she later decided that my wife's infertility was bad luck.
You are made of stupid.
What? How? It's not contagious. Infertility is not contagious. Oh my. This is like something that I would have expected to hear from like King Henry VIII. Like, this is giving Tudor plus King Henry VIII. It's just like the worst of the Middle Ages. It might rub off on her if my wife attended their wedding. As a result, she uninvited my wife from her wedding. Crazy. She's crazy. I would have her committed. I'd have her evaluated because that's crazy. When I found out, I was furious. I would hope so. I told my brother that if my wife isn't welcome, then I won't be attending either. Yay. I love to see a good spouse. I love to see someone that stands behind their husband or their wife. Good husband. Furthermore, I said I'd be withdrawing my financial support for the wedding. Yay. He called me a butthole, saying I'm ruining his big day and I'm being selfish. He also argued that it's just one day. Your wife will get over it. No, it's not just one day. Missing a wedding or being uninvited from a wedding kind of sucks. But that's not what's going to upset her, and you know it. When she finds out why she was uninvited, it's not one day. It's your relationship with this woman for the rest of your lives. You essentially completely destroyed that relationship that you have probably with either one of them, but definitely with her. Definitely with her. Buttholes. I'm really torn up about this because I love my brother, but I feel like I need to stand up for my wife. Am I the butthole for refusing to pay for my brother's wedding after he uninvited my wife because she's infertile? It's like when it's in a sentence like that, it really brings home how insane it is. No, you're not the butthole at all. In fact, just given the level of unreasonable behavior and magical thinking, I think it would be best if these two don't get married at all. I would never fund such a misadventure. I would never fund something that is so sure to end in tragedy. It's basically, you might as well take your money and shovel it into a burning train and watch the train wreck, because that's exactly what's going to happen here. Those two are nuts. That was fun. I'm so glad to be back. I am so glad to have everything working again. And unless I got so excited, I jiggled the desk. Yeah, so barring any other issues, and I don't think I will have any other issues because I solved the issues, I should be churning out a lot more content, and hopefully this content's better quality. We'll see. But as usual, if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. I'm really trying to be monetized because then I can do this full-time and have lots more content for you guys. I can also hire editors to make my content even funnier and more engaging than I already do. And if you want to stay up to date on all the new stuff that's coming out, ring the bell, and then that way you'll be the first to know when there's new content to watch. And finally, please give it a like, share it, comment downstairs. I really appreciate that you guys already are doing all those things and more. I'm really, really happy that I'm building up such a wonderful community. You guys are the best. Tschüss.